There we go. They've been hyping to see you anyway. So
Well,
you know,
this conversation is above me.
but
It's above my
like I said,
pay or
you know,
interest grade.
Debo Samuels have been injured 3 years in a row, and
Welcome to Matter of Opinion,
it's
guys.
always at a crucial
Football
time.
talk,
Always at a
Monday Night
crucial
Football,
time.
pop up
Yes, I'm
live. This is
saying
what we get.
my team as the Patriots during our rebuilding stage, right? We not expected to go to the Super Bowl. We not expected to go to the playoffs. We just expecting to find good players for next year. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, oh God, no, bro.
Hello, Taria. Just ignore
At the
this.
end
I
of the
mean, unless
day,
you like football. Do you like football? Then this is good talk. But go
nah,
ahead,
because
continue.
no, because this sound like Cam and Mace and stats. We don't need all of that. You know what I'm saying? We got enough people biting and copying our shit. Hold on, let me go cut the TV down. We got enough people copying and biting our shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to add more.
Hi, Meek.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's it. But there's a few things that I wanna talk about, you know what I'm saying, and there's a few people I wanna throw out there um as far as, that's starting their own podcast, and there's a few people I want to
Bella
throw
says,
out.
"Hey, I watch football." Well, I mean, that's great. I love that for you. I have watched football, let's say, okay? And that's all I got. I mean, I support my husband's team, which is my team now,
Yeah,
Seattle Seahawks.
trash.
I know just enough to be able to talk junk, and then I bow out of the conversation because I don't get involved with conversations that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll listen and soak it in, and then I'll just be able to talk junk and use it in my talk junk session with the next person. But yeah, gracefully I
Listen,
bow out.
listen. Let's make this very clear that Sean and I are
Oh,
football
she said I'm a
guys.
Falcons fan.
Oh well, Hey, congratulations for whooping the Cowboys' ass. I thank you, because man, I'm tired of the Cowboys fan. I'm sick of them. And the one thing I'm dead serious. If one thing I can't stand more than a Giants fan, and I want you to understand when I say I can't stand, it's not that I can't stand the people, the person. It's that I can't stand the fans, just
Hmm.
how they are, how they act. They're a 3-5 team now, and they will make it seem like they the next thing smoking, like they the next thing going to the Super Bowl, without a doubt. So, and trust me, Dallas fans, they are loyal. They loyal
Mika says word.
even when they teams is losing, they are loyal. You know what I'm saying? But they will never admit that their team is trash. They will never admit it. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, Cam and Mace got their own show. I think it's called It Is What It Is.
Travis says, so we're talking football tonight. Listen, Big Trav,
Nah,
if we talking football tonight, he gonna be talking. Him and Sean. Sean can chat it up or whatever, and then I'll just keep scrolling, looking at these properties and see if prices has gone down any to my liking.
oh no, I wouldn't even waste the time of talking football, because like I said, Cam and Mace got their shows that's going on, and other people got their shows about sports. Our show is basically, you know,
And we can talk
uh,
about anything. We can talk about sports if
we
we want
talk
to talk about sports. We
nah,
can talk about the fuck we
nah,
want to talk about.
nah,
We
because
talk
then we're
about
gonna
any
get.
and everything.
I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, I mean, that's on y'all. But obviously, we want to talk about what we're going to talk about after I talk about what I feel like I need to talk about, because I personally feel like this is important. You know what I'm saying? And and it's, it's kind of sort of personal, but I've also had people come to me, with situations and be like, "Yo, when do you think enough is enough?" You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
I'll get into it. I'm gonna give everybody maybe about 3 more minutes, You know what I
Are you
mean?
gonna bridge that gap with football, or you gonna just fill it in with whatever?
No, I'm gonna fill it in with my other bullshit that I do. You know, I do a lot of I do a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So I do have other things I want to fill it in. Last I want to continue our conversation about last week. You know what I mean? And get back on that. You know, what I'm talking about. It's not Bamboo's rant. You can take that down now. I'm not ranting yet. You know what I'm saying? But I will. I will. But you were satisfied with the way things ended last week?
With
The whole, we didn't really get in on our topic the way we were supposed to get in on our topic.
I
You were
mean, we
satisfied with
didn't,
that?
but sometimes that's just what happens. So I told you what I feel like we should do is dive into the topic first and then branch off and let you do your rants. Because once you go on your rants, then it start another subtopic, another topic on another subtopic, and from there.
Because
Bella says, "Who's your team, Bamboo?" And F the
oh
Cowgirls. He is a
oh
Patriots
I'm a
fan.
Patriot fan all day, every
Yeah,
day. You know what I'm
Big Trav
saying?
and Mika said Patriots fan.
Patriot fan all day, every day. My my son Sean, he's a Seahawk fan, and my condolences. Um and I get it. When your husband is a fan of football and you're not that much of a fan of football, by all means, follow your husband. You know what I'm saying? No matter what direction he going. We know it's the wrong direction, but no matter what direction he's going, you follow him. You know what I'm saying? Um, but there's a few things I want to talk about. And like
Well,
I said,
you're gonna
go
jump
ahead.
into the topic first, though, right?
What happened?
You're gonna jump into this topic first, right?
No, I want to talk about a few things. Um,
But we just, I kind of just said I think you should
okay.
talk
I
about the
mean,
topic first and then branch off onto
well, let me
your
just, I
little
want
rant.
all right, hold on, give me 1 second, because I didn't really get really good pictures, but
Trav says he always have that ugly T-shirt on. A Seahawks fan shaking my head.
yeah, oh yeah, I mean, Sean is a Seahawks fan. I mean, he's been dedicated since I known him. No matter how much the team is trash, he got one of his closest best friends, Jermaine. He's a Philadelphia fan, and I mean, again, my condolences. They all do the same thing as far as I'm concerned with Philly. They always start off strong and they end weak, but this seems to be a different kind of type of season for them. You know what I mean? But but before I get started on our topic, man, there's something I want to talk about. Well, it's kind of sort of into the topic, but hold on. Tamika sending me something. But let me just say this. First of all, I want to say let's look out for my boy Kimani's podcast that's coming up. It's gonna be about weed. So anybody that's about weed, I mean, he's gonna have his own little podcast going on about that. And we got a friend named Jermaine. We've asked him to come on a numerous of times and
With his
give us
bald headed ass and
give first of all, the man ain't bald headed. Stop that.
bald headed ass.
And he wanted to get on and explain to us about the cleaning business and how to get involved in it, whatever. But I don't know. I think he's a little
He doing
camera
great
shy.
things.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know what it is. He's typically not camera shy. I don't know. Maybe we gotta fight him.
so we he's kind of camera shy, but whenever he has the opportunity, um, Jermaine, feel free to log in so we could plug you in. Pause. We don't do the pause thing like that, but so we could plug you in. But I want to say I want to
Bella,
say
oh,
go ahead do your
Bella
thing.
says Seahawks beat my team this year. I can't talk. Trav says, what was that other podcast name?
Oh, it's Kimani Weed. He's gonna be talking about weed. He told me he wasn't sure if that was gonna
Kimani
be
Weed. Do you have the
Kimani,
spelling?
Keymonte, weed. And he hasn't really got it started yet, but he told me that he's gonna get it started. And once he does, I wanna be one of the first to plug them in and you know, share some of the success. The second thing is, now this is gonna go into my rant, but part of my conversation. I went to a wedding yesterday, and when I tell you my nephew's wedding, I'm always proud of my nephew. I'm always proud of him. I mean, like he does great things, well accomplished, and I can't say enough good things about him. I can say a lot of fucked up things about a lot of people, but this dude is one I cannot say not a fucked up thing about. You know what I mean? He's a good guy. Brianna, you found you a good one. And I feel good about these two. I really do. Like, every yin finds his yang, and sometimes the yin find a yang, and it's not a good match. But these two right here, when I tell you great together, I mean great together. So I wanted to take the time to thank them, because there's a couple of things that came out of my my visit to their wedding. The first, the one thing that I can say that yeah, that's my nephew and his wife on their first dance. But the one thing I can say came out of this is that I was able to rekindle a relationship between me and my sister. I always thought that if I had the opportunity to just speak to her face to face with nobody in between, right? I always thought that if I spoke to them face to face, that I would be able to explain myself a little bit better than going on social media, because I don't take everything on social media. You know what I mean? So, I was able to explain to her, that the hate that I had for my father wasn't because of me. It was because of, the damage that he done to her and my other siblings. And she was able to understand, but I want to make this clear.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
My mother, I didn't even know you had a sister.
I actually have two sisters.
Oh shoot!
Um,
Wow.
no, when Anthony and Daryl's father died, um, I said some pretty. I spoke myself on social media how I felt about the situation, that I didn't realize that it affected so many people.
Hmm.
And my sister Patricia, I literally said fuck her, and because of whatever reason I said fuck her. And she explained to me while we was able to converse at the wedding, that that kind of bothered her and that kind of hurted her.
Hmm.
So although it wasn't my intention to hurt her, I just wanted people to understand that, everybody got their own everybody got their own opinion on things, but I was wrong because I can't tell her how to feel, how she felt. So I realized that I can't tell you how you feel. I can't tell you how you felt. I can only give you my opinion on your father. So Marcus' wedding, I was able to rekindle a, um a relationship with my sister, and
That's
I
great.
come I come to find out that I have a lot more in common with her than I knew. She has four kids, and I actually did not know that one of her kids was in the same situation as my son. I didn't know that. And I was able to talk to her. She wanted to do her own little podcast thing. And, she told me how she was, really impressed that I was able to take my talent to the air and talk to a few people. So, and she told me one day she was going to join on, what I'm saying? And, we'll all discuss that, her podcast, and how, we can have them on as guests. You know what I mean? But with that being said,
Oh.
let's jump on to the topic. And again, I appreciate you guys for taking the time to listen to me talk about my family issues. You know what I mean? But that wedding that I went to yesterday, when I tell you, he knew what the fuck they were doing. I'd never been to a wedding who, other than my wife's cousin Meek, I've never been to a wedding so well put together, so timely. Like when they said they were starting at 3 o'clock, 3:15, them niggas was jumping the broom. You know what I mean? Like I've never, you know what I mean? And it was a well mixed up wedding. You know, I was able, and I made some friends. Well, I'm not gonna say friends. I made associates, people that I associated myself with at the wedding, because you could put me and sit me down with anybody, and I'm good. And I made a couple of people that I was able to associate myself with, and we got invited to a couple of parties. Because people like my personality. You know, yeah, they do. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I'm really proud of them. I mean, we had cannolis, fruit, sesame chicken, teriyaki chicken, pizza,
Hmm.
pizza free, cheesecake, beef
It
short
sounds really
ribs.
Italian.
No, beef. I wasn't finished. Beef
Oh.
short ribs, filet mignon. We had
Get on
salmon.
my nerve.
No, dead ass. We had salmon. It was a little everything for everybody. An open fucking bar, like, and I'm not talking about just Malibu Bay Breeze. I'm talking Don Julio, Tito's, anything that you wanted, it was there. And Marcus, I want to thank you, man, because you showed people how to do it. But
So Mika said, "Good guy."
good guy, great guy,
Trav
great
says,
guy.
"Congratulations." Marcus says, "Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. We here."
Oh
Mika says,
man,
"Congratulations." Bella says, "Congrats. That's beautiful." Marcus says, "Thanks, Aunt Mika. We are scrambling to get ready for the honeymoon now. Listen, don't make no baby.
no, no,
Don't
no,
make
no,
no
no,
baby."
no, no. Listen, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, there is nobody that I would rather see as a father than Marcus. When I tell you the fucking guy is an all around good guy, and he has to give some of that to somebody. And if he has to get that to a child,
That's
and well,
fine, but he don't need to rush
well,
in.
no, well deserving. The man is career oriented. His wife, I can finally say his wife is career oriented. So I mean, yeah, man. I mean, do the thing. They're living life, and
Yes,
I'm I'm
right. And if
I'm
you want to
happy
continue
for
to
him.
live and enjoy, I will say not never, but definitely enjoy time as a couple before you bring them in, because kids
Oh,
know
what
how to cock block for sure.
they've been a couple 7 years before they got married. He
Okay,
took the
that's all
time.
right. They've been a couple. Now they've been husband and wife for
He
24 hours. Let them
he
enjoy that.
he took the time to get to know his fiance. He took the time. And Brianna, there was something you said during your vows that kind of touched me a little bit. She said something, and I'm just paraphrasing. She said, "If God was to take any one of us, I would hope that He would take me first because I just can't see life on earth without you." And man, when I tell you everybody at that fucking wedding touching their eyes, they tear ducts, and listen, all around a great wedding, man. I'd like to thank you guys for inviting me, man. Invite my wife and I, letting us get out and have a good time. You know what I mean? But enough about that. I got to move on to what I
All right,
really
well, let
want
me
to talk
catch up.
about.
Right, because this is what you do, and this is why you're so hard headed. I'm just gonna have to just start doing what needs to be done. But anyway,
That's
Michelle
that's
says,
your
"Hey
ass.
guys, jumped in late. Congratulations to your family." Hey Michelle. Mika says, "Oh, enjoy Marcus." Bella said, "That's beautiful." We got Matter of Opinions, aka the MOO family, saying congratulations to Marcus.
Facts. Facts.
Michelle says, "LOL, I wish I was invited." Right. Marcus says, "You're welcome. We are just happy everyone enjoyed themselves. Don't worry, we taking our time with that." Trav says, "Marcus, no babies yet, sir. Trust me." Heavy on that, like exclamation point. Marcus says, "We want to travel and enjoy the two of us." Yeah, like that's the best thing. Like one thing, I mean, me and Sean, we travel with the kids, but it's nothing like being able to travel without the kids. And the problem for me is I can't see myself not at the ages that my kids are now. They're still so young. I don't feel comfortable barely leaving the state, let alone leaving the country, and then they hear with somebody else, because if something goes wrong, I need to get to my kids. Now I gotta wait on a flight. Is a flight available? Now I gotta go through. It's too much going on. I might be so anxious and wired up that they tell me I can't fly out because I'm a flight risk or some shit. I don't know. I can't. I got to be able to get to my kids. So it's a whole nother thing.
Marcus, the
But
best way to enjoy your wife at this stage in your marriage is naked. That's the best way to enjoy her. You know what I mean?
Michelle
Naked.
says, "How old are the newlyweds?"
Oh, I want to say 30.
He said, "I'm 30. She is 29."
Yeah, I want to say 30. You know, Marcus has always been a good guy, but I'm over you, Marcus. I'm done. I'm done talking about you. I can't praise you any more than what I've already
Like
done.
he his meter. You
Yeah.
wait a minute. It's like a switch. You literally like Marcus. I'm done. I'm over you, Marcus. I'm
Yeah,
done.
I'm
Like
over
you
Marcus. I'm
literally was
over
like,
Marcus.
you
I-
literally was just getting ready to go on another roll. All of a
No,
sudden, this
no.
switch went up. I'm done. I'm done. I'm over it.
I'm over Marcus. I want to talk about. I want to talk about
Marcus said,
something.
"Laugh my ass off. That's okay. I still appreciate it."
Yeah, I want to talk about something that's a little. I want to talk about the topic because I honestly thought it was just me. So
you want me to let me say something and let your throat sit for a second.
no. I want to just say this real quick. I thought it was just me, right? And when I
It
say
probably is, but continue.
Because it was brought to my attention, right? It was brought to my attention after people seeing photos, right? It was brought to my attention, and I was like,
now,
damn, I never.
But you gotta tell the people what you talk. So okay, boom.
You said you boom. You said you wanted to get it in, but I just wanted people to know that it was something that was brought to my attention from an outsider.
So okay, since you already started putting yourself out there, you want me to just elaborate on what you're talking about, or you want me to just talk about this? All right. So boom, the beautiful wedding he's referring to, as y'all know, Bamboo has been married previously, right? So he goes to the wedding, and his ex-wife is also at the wedding, right? Now they've been divorced for
25 years,
a long time, right? So he's like, he feeling like, why is this bitch showing up to the wedding? You ain't a part of the family no more. Like, fuck is you doing here? Type shit, right? Type shit.
That's
so
that's not 100% accurate, but go
he
ahead.
I'm paraphrasing, like, you know.
Paraphrase.
So he feel like, at what point do you stop either showing up, getting invited? Like, okay, so if she obviously had her own relationship with his family, right? So like, whatever, she got the invite, she shows up. Should she have declined? Do you feel like your relatives should have never extended the invite? Which point do you feel like you're most aggravated with?
Well, all right. So let me bid you paraphrase.
Obviously, seeing her there triggered you, but at which point?
No.
Let's start its levels. At which point?
No. Listen. So somebody was going through the pictures on the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they hit me up with a phone. The book. They hit me up with a phone call, and they said, "Bamboo, you going through the same shit I'm going through."
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Elaborate. What the fuck are you talking about?" So he says, "So I looked at, you know, your nephew's baby showers and all the other little family events, and every time I turn around, your ex-wife is there."
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he said, "You know, I thought you guys were divorced for, you know, a good amount of years."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Yeah, we've been divorced for 25 years. So he looks at me and he says, "Well, why in the fuck is she still coming to your family events?" And I'm like, "You're right."
You're right. It's crazy.
You're right. Because this is what this is my point, right? You try so hard to get out of a family, right? I can't stand you, whatever. You cheated on me. We're done, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go through this whole process of going through the courtroom, and you want
going through the courtroom,
and you want this nigga out your life, right? So now that I think about it, right? I'm like, well, I knew during the divorce, right? I was saying to myself, I said, well, You know what's crazy? The crazy thing is I won't have to see her again until, you know, the kids start to have kids, you know, the wedding. Then of course I got to see them. But I never thought and of course, you know, funerals. But I never thought that I will continue to see her every fucking event. Every fucking event. And the crazy fucking part about the situation is, now that I thought about it, I not only see her at the event, but I see her husband at the event.
You and bro be chopping it up. Stop.
Listen, I'm not saying bro is a bad guy. I appreciate you stepping in part-time to handle my children when I wasn't there while they slept. I appreciate that. All right. But if I was married to you, right, it's no way in fuck you can convince me to go to your ex-husband's family events. There's no fucking way.
But like, what if they cool?
No, listen. If it ain't, if somebody came to me and said, you know, I want to go to my ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex-fiance's mother or father or grandmother's funeral, I knew them and I want to pay my respects. Cool. That's cool. I expect to see you at the funeral. I expect to see you during the repast with the macaroni and cheese.
Oh, here you go.
Ain't nothing like repast macaroni and cheese. Say the fuck you want. But I expect to see you at these places. But I don't expect to see you at a family picnic. I don't.
So wait, you could pay your respects when they're gone, but you can't celebrate with them and enjoy their life while they're here. So you might as well not say bye. You said bye. From your logic, you said bye when you divorced their relative. There's no need to show up at the funeral. If I couldn't hang with you and come to Thanksgiving dinner or come to the baby shower of your grandkid or whatever.
No.
Wait a minute. If I can't do none of that, what am I showing up to the funeral to say bye for? I ain't seen y'all in decades. Now all of a sudden I'm sad, granny gone.
If we share, just listen to what I said. If we shared a grandchild, if you are the mother of my grandchildren, I expect to see you at, the grandkids' baby shower. I expect that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't expect to see you at a Thanksgiving dinner. I don't expect this. I don't expect to pull up at the goddamn picnic and you're there. I don't expect that.
So, okay, let me ask you this. How long were you married with your first? Let's just put it out. How long were you married? Wait. How long were you married? Even how long were you together from dating phase to divorce? What length of time was that window?
Let's say this.
What length? Let's say what it is.
Hold on, Destiny. Let's just say this. We've been divorced longer than we was married.
Okay. So how long were you guys together for?
I want to say
up until divorce.
I want to say about 10 years.
10 years. Okay. That's a whole decade, right?
Listen.
That's a whole decade. Wait. That's a whole decade. You got 2 kids together, right?
Exactly. Facts.
2 kids. You have 3 grandkids?
Facts.
Okay. 3 grandkids together.
Okay.
She has been a part of you were married for 10 years, but you guys were dating before you got married.
We wasn't dating long. I started hitting it right away.
Okay. Anyway, so she's been going to these functions and dealing with family and you want people when you marry, treat family like they're your own. So she's starting to develop relationships with your cousins, with your siblings, with your parents. So she might not have wanted to continue to be with you, but does that mean automatically because she divorced you, she's supposed to just cut off all those relationships? Those relationships were built and established outside of you.
I have developed relationships also with her family. And when they invite me to certain shit, I be like, nah, I'm good. I want it out of your family. I'm out of your
But
family.
it's not. You want it out of your family. You wanted a divorce
because
from the person that you married.
No, because what happens is, right? The new girlfriend or the new wife never gets the opportunity to have a good time with you guys because they always got to look at the face of the ex.
So, like, but what if they're still hanging out outside of family functions?
Hold on. Stay the fuck home. Stay the fuck home. Have your own. Just listen, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Tamika's my wife. If we got divorced on Friday, Sunday it would be fuck her family. Right a fucking way. If she said, right away. If she said right away.
And it's been 25 years.
If she said to me, Maurice, we are having a Thanksgiving dinner. And I know 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, bitch, fuck you and your turkey. Ooh. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing
First of all, so you're a fraud. You're phony. You don't have real relationships with these people.
I'm not a fraud.
Let me tell you something. My family done already told me and Sean, we've been together for almost 14 years, right? Me and Sean, my family, and even you, first of all, y'all talking about we got to get permission to break up. Me and Sean can't just decide this is not a good fit. Y'all want us to sit down and have mediation with the family. This is what the family have said.
If you and Sean decide to call it quits,
y'all said we can't. We gotta have y'all gotta sit down with us first.
Because you owe us an explanation.
We don't owe y'all shit.
Of what the fuck happened. Now I want to be honest with you, Sean. I love you. But my loyalty lies to Destiny. So
you keep saying that.
My loyalty lies to Destiny.
He said he already know that. You ain't got to tell him.
I met her through you. So if
you reverse. That's reverse. You met him
through her. So if she comes to me and say, and I want to be clear, I love Sean, but if she comes to me and say, man, fuck Sean, I'm gonna be like, yeah, fuck that nigga.
I wouldn't say that though. My thing is, okay, I wouldn't expect you. First of all, you and Sean, y'all close. Sean and a lot of my relatives, honestly, Sean has more conversations with my relatives than I do, right? Let's put that out there, especially the males in the family. They rock with Sean. He might as well be blood, okay? So if they continued their relationship after, if me and Sean were to separate, divorce, whatever, if they continue that relationship, I don't have a problem with that because their relationship is outside of me. They talk to Sean, they call Sean, they have Sean hanging out with them, and I ain't seen my cousin in a year's worth of Sundays. Sean done seen a nigga last month.
I'm so it's like 100. I'm gonna keep it 100.
So what?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I love you, but I grew up with your family, and I want you to know them niggas is Billy boys,
right?
They proudly say they Billy boys,
right? And they have welcomed him as one too.
If you and Sean, and I really wish one of them would get on. If you and Sean ended, I'm telling you, it would be fuck Sean immediately.
It wouldn't. So here's the thing. Okay. Here's prime example. My family gives no fucks because when they fucks with you, they fucks with you. They don't, and they're gonna tell you that they don't. But we have invited exes to gatherings, gatherings that we rock with. Like y'all done, but I'm not done. That's my nigga. So hey, swing by, come through. I'm gonna give you the heads up. I did invite so and so they might be here too, but come through so you can decide how you're gonna do it. They come through. So then you got this cousin like, hey, well, why would you invite him? And I got this dude coming like, listen, I told you I invited him. I told him I invited you. That ain't got nothing to do. Whatever y'all got going on don't have nothing to do with me. I fucks with him. If I'm out in the street and I need something, he gonna show up. Why the fuck not would I invite him to the 4th of July barbecue? Like, why not? Why not? We had everybody there. You stay on this side of the yard. You stay on this side of the yard. Keep that nigga over there on that side of the yard. Whatever. We having a good time. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Unless it was some shady shit. You
shouldn't have to go through all of that. There's a time when you just stop showing up to shit. There's a time. There's a time. And after I say all of this, I promise you, I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make a declaration, and I'm gonna stand on it. But before I say that, I want you guys to like, subscribe, and share. For those who haven't already,
tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend, tell a friend. And matter of fact, invite that ex.
Yeah, no.
And tell that nigga to subscribe too.
And if they're introverts, tell them
or chick,
tell them to invite the nigga in the head. So let me just say this on some real shit. There comes a time where you just be like, oh, such and such, I'm having such and such, and you just sit and say, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, but like, what if you cool? Like sometimes people just cool and you just vibe. Like y'all connect. Like y'all done been through. In 25 years, you could have been through some shit with somebody, right? Like you could be locked in. Y'all done been through some shit together. Now I'm just supposed to stop because y'all didn't work out. Fuck that got to do with me. Me and you, we good. We locked in. You and her or him or whatever. That shit happened. It went down. I feel sorry, but like this relationship here is working. That relationship didn't, but this one still works.
This is my problem. I swear this is my problem. And it's always been my problem. I've always had more loyalty to motherfuckers than motherfuckers have had to me. Always. And what I mean by that is, I make it clear to people that if this person stop fucking with you, and tell me that you ain't cool to be fucking with, I ain't gonna be fucking with you. Now, there are exceptions to the rules, and I have a homeboy, my nigga, my brother, Raymond. Raymond was my cousin's boyfriend, and they breakup was crazy. I'm talking about jewelry in the freezer, crazy.
Jewelry in the freezer. What is that? I never heard that one before. You're gonna have to elaborate after.
I will not.
But go ahead.
They breakup was crazy, but Ray like a brother to me. And when that nigga sat me down and explained to me why he was leaving, I was like, my loyalty is to my cousin first. So let me run it through her, and then I'll get back at you. I would have continued to see Raymond on the side anyway. I would have, because that's my brother.
No, did he?
No, nah, I'm not. I don't do all the pause.
You would have continued. I know, but you would have continued to see him on the side. After you advocate for having a side piece, that you gotta say no Diddy on that.
I would have continued to see my brother on the side. You know what I'm saying? Because I love that nigga like a brother. We talk about the same nigga that called my wife and said, "Yo, if this nigga even look like he ain't good with what's going on, call me. Matter of fact, don't call me. I'm on my motherfucking way." That's a brother to me. A brother that's been more of a brother.
But see, this is what I'm saying. If you develop a separate relationship outside of what they got going on through your relative, it proves my point. It proves my point.
It doesn't.
It does. You established a strong bond with this person outside of your cousin, and it superseded whatever.
So just listen. See the person on the side.
See the person. So you're gonna be showing friend on the side.
I might. It all depends how this shit go. But you see the person on the side, right? You see him on the side, and they should already know, hey, listen, you and my uncle Maurice divorce really wasn't, any of the best. And my loyalty always lied with my family. So not that I hate you, I got anything against you, but yeah, that's my uncle. Or that's my cousin, that's my brother, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal thing. You know what I'm saying? I no longer wants to be in a room at any event doing anything other than what's related to my son, my daughter, and my grandkids, and funerals. That macaroni.
So you're gonna enjoy mac and cheese with her, but she can't go to the.
If it has nothing to do with my son, my daughter, or my grandkids, I no longer.
If it has nothing to do with the family in common,
I no longer want. No, I just specified
that's what I'm saying. The family y'all have in common, the children and grandchildren.
That's it. Other than that, I no longer want to be in.
So then do you for the relatives that continue to have that relationship with her, that's cool with her enough to invite her? Do you
Don't
so
invite me.
it's
Don't invite me.
so you're only okay, so you would
Don't
tell
invite me.
them to not
Don't
invite
invite me.
you. It's
Yeah,
either her
yeah.
or you. Pick a side.
Well, at this point, yeah. At this point, I'm tired of doing
But
electric
wait, I
shock
thought you
slide
guys were cordial.
for the kids. My divorce did not end well.
I
My
know, but that
divorce,
was 25 years ago.
I get it. I'm not gonna get over that. I'm not gonna get over that.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm
Let
not.
me catch up on the comments and see
Hold
what
on,
the
hold
people
on,
say.
hold on, hold on.
What?
I want to make this very, very clear. My divorce did not end well, and it wasn't because of anything that I've done. I
Oh
cheated.
boy.
I don't give a fuck. I cheated.
He cheated with my man, me too.
I cheated. Yeah, you a fuck nigga. You a fuck nigga.
That's
Damn,
why
I
he
was
called
at a loss for
himself.
words. Damn, I was at a loss for words.
He
God
called
damn.
himself the side nigga baby daddy because
Listen.
you know.
When I party with my peoples, I want to party with my family and my family.
You don't want to turn around and run into her.
I don't want to have to keep bumping into my exes. I'm over it. I'm over bumping into my exes. I'm over, I'm over that. I no longer, let me just make this declaration to my family. I no longer choose to share you guys with my exes. And if you guys choose my exes, no matter who she is, if you choose my exes, then don't involve me, because my breakups are never comfortable. My breakups are never good, never great. They're breakups, and we broke up for a reason.
So what
And
about the kids of the exes?
what do you mean?
Are
My
they
son?
No. Like if they had kids, but they're not your kids, can their kid come to the event if they cool with your family? Or kids is
No.
no?
I mean, oh, you talk about like my ex's kids,
Yeah.
and they come to. Oh yeah, I just don't want to see the ex.
Okay.
I don't want to see you. I'm matter of fact, it was cool the first couple of events. That's just them. I'm just tired of seeing you. You got your own events. I want you to express the same gratitude that I express. When people invite me to y'all events, I say no. I'm good. I'm good. I'll talk to your peoples on my bus. I'll talk to them. It's never
it's no beef. It's just you don't want to see them.
It's never, when our conversations are never about you. I promise you that. My conversations are never about my exes. Right. I always talk about, yo, man, you know what you've been up to? Da da da. Woo woo. That's what I do. When they start talking about an ex, I'll be like, yeah.
I agree with that.
Don't ask me nothing about it. Don't ask me nothing about a dog. I won't tell you nothing about a bitch. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? So the thing is, when I want to go out and have a good time, I want to go out and have a good time. When I want to go out and have a family event, I want to be able to go out and have a family event. And I want my wife to have her new experiences without looking in pictures and seeing my ex.
That's true. That on the wife's perspective,
yeah,
that could also be frustrating.
When your wife sit and look at you and be like, I've really never had an opportunity to enjoy your family to myself. You know what I'm saying? Then as a man, as a husband, I'm a protector, a provider, and then I love, right? So if somebody comes to me with a discomfort, right, and I want you to take heed to this, Marcus, because you're newly married, not even 24 hours ago. But when your wife comes to you with a discomfort, right, you have the responsibility as a husband to confront the situation. Point blank, period. Even if you was kind of sort of okay with it, you still got a right to, you still have an obligation to confront it. So at the end of the day, let me end on this note. And at least with this topic, as far as I'm concerned, that I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm tired of looking at photos, and every photo an ex is in. I'm tired. Even my wife's, cookouts and shit. I've expressed to my wife's family cookouts. Listen, when I come there, I don't want to see no nigga that she used to date. I'm looking at the table yesterday, And I'm saying,
Why you
I see
can't look
my,
mad big like that?
I see. Well, that's 4K. I see,
Oh my god!
I see my
As you
son.
pixelate,
I see my son. I see my son. I see my daughter.
God is funny.
I, that's because I touched the wire. I see my. I'm looking at I'm looking at the table yesterday, right? And I see
Mhm.
my son. I see my daughter. I see her husband. And I'm looking and I'm saying, at some point or another, all four of us at one point or another have been inside this woman,
Oh wow!
one way or the other. And I'm like, it's so fucking inappropriate, as far as I'm concerned. It's so fucking inappropriate. So I want to make this clear, and like I said, I'm gonna let it go on that, and we can talk about whatever we want after that. So to my family that has taken the time to join my podcast and go along with me on this journey. So if you invite any ex of mine, I don't give a fuck if I used to date the bitch in high school, middle school, wherever,
Kindergarten.
kindergarten. If I gave the bitch a letter that said, "Will you go with me?" and she
Yes, no,
circled
maybe.
and she circled yes, and you invite her to anything, don't invite me. And I won't feel no kind of way. That just lets me know that your love and loyalty is more to that person than it is to me. Yeah, that's all I can say. This if I don't want to be in those situations anymore. I don't. So let's move on. Let's
That's
talk about
commendable.
something.
Let me read the comments and see what the people say.
Shut your ass up, Destiny.
Anyway,
I really wonder what Travis thinks.
all right. Well, if you be quiet, I can get to the comments and see what
Shut
the people
your ass
think.
up. Shut your
So
ass up.
anyway, Misha said, "Okay, yes, enjoy your wife and babies can always come. Congratulations again." Ashley says, "Walked in on let your throat sit for a second. LOL. Hey guys, yeah, because he be rambling on, and he don't give me a second to get into it. So, but hey, Ash, okay." Trav says, "Oh wait. Before he says that, like, subscribe, and share. Help us grow our channel. Thank you." Okay. Trav says, "Bamboo said correct that he's scared of his ex-wife and don't want problems."
Who's scared?
Because you said,
Who's Trav? I want you to understand, brother. I want you to understand. Nothing. I am afraid of nothing. Nothing moves me, bro. I promise you, nothing moves me. Nothing. But go ahead.
So Taria says both. I feel you on that. Michelle says, "Why do you always talk nonsense, Bamboo?"
No, because hold on, Taria. Let me just say this: it's I think it's Taria, but she's been in pretty much the same situation that I was in,
Mm-hmm.
and rather people want to admit it or not. Like I said, these conversations don't just come up in my head. These things that people brought to my attention also. But she's been in the same situation with her ex-husband. She introduced her ex-husband to her mother, mom, and ever since the divorce, these niggas been he had everything. He had everything. Hey, listen, hey, man. I'm gonna say it for you, Rhea. I promise you. I'm gonna say it for you. Hey, Larry, she wants you to stay the fuck home sometimes. She don't want to see you all the time at every event. And that I mean, whether you're the photographer or not, she don't want to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? When people be
brother,
like that,
she don't want to see you, brother.
Yeah,
Not you trying to act like it's some kumbaya brotherhood shit. Let me put you on game.
I'm putting you on. When people come to you and say, "Hey, Larry, you a good photographer. You want to take pictures at my wedding?" You supposed to say, "Rhea gonna be there?" Yeah. Nah, I'm good. I'll pass. Y'all divorce was not civil. She tired of leaving at 9:00 because you stay until the floor closed. Stop. I mean,
so wait, he don't just come and show up just to show, like, say hi,
God,
come
no.
through, support. He come up, show up, and show out, and he the last one to leave. He helped cleaning up, putting away tables and chairs and shit.
These niggas cutting the rug and they doing electric slide.
They getting plates to go.
Oh yeah. And then he talk about, give me a call whenever. Listen, nigga.
Read the room.
The woman that you used to be inside, the woman who used to suck your dick just left the room.
Jesus Christ.
She don't want to see you, nigga. Point blank, period.
That's crazy. I don't know how we still have a YouTube channel. I swear I don't.
I'm dead ass. Whenever the person that used to have mouth to mouth with your meat leaves the fucking room, then you need to start reading it. Walk the fuck out as she walking out. And
yeah, but then they gonna think y'all going to Pound Town next.
Now, listen.
Every time she leave, he leave. Look, still chasing after that pussy.
No, while she's walking out, you start to walk out and you tap her on her shoulder. If she's not with her husband, of course, you tap her on the shoulder and be like, "Nah, you go back in there. Go and enjoy your family." So, I mean, it's not just me, but Larry. She doesn't want you there. She tired of seeing you on cruises and shit with her mama.
Not the family cruise group.
She's tired.
He on the vacation trip.
She's tired.
Poor Taria. How you say you supposed to say it?
But she's in the same.
Rhea. We'll just say Rhea.
Yeah, she's in the same fucking situation.
So wait, all the photos, the family vacations and everything, he's in all of them.
All the photos. He's at all the
like he never left.
He's at the exactly. Stay in the fucking marriage if you want to come to the guy.
He's at the baptisms and everything.
Listen, I understand the events be off the motherfucking chain, but stay in the marriage for the events if that's how you're feeling. Look,
I don't want to be with you, but I fucks with your family. They know how to party, so I'm gonna have to sit this one in.
I love the fact about the divorce, but the motherfucking reunions be popping.
Baby shower meatballs be fire.
Man, listen, I'm telling y'all, man, learn to read the room. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, even if your ex people invite you, just say no. Just say no. You don't want to have to get to the level.
Hey, let me tell you something.
You don't want to have to get to the levels that I'm at.
If I get invited, if Sean mom be like, "Hey, Des, listen, we gonna be in Brooklyn. We got this party. We turned up. I want you to come through." I'm like, I'm in here. I'm like, wait, Sean gonna be there? She gonna be like, yeah. I'm like, is his girl gonna be there? I'm like, they know? No, in all seriousness, I'm gonna make sure that they know. And if depending on like how me and Sean are, like if we're cordial, I'll hit him up like, hey, your mom's invited me to the party. Is it going to be a problem if I showed up because I don't want, any issues? If he say, I'd rather you didn't come, I won't go. But if you're like, nah, I don't mind. I'm going to the fucking party. I'm going.
Listen, let me give y'all a PSA. Don't call and ask me, is it going to be okay? Because I'm over it. I'm over it. I want to enjoy my family. That I chose to stay in. I want to enjoy my family to myself. I want to look at photos and be like, yo.
Okay, so all right. What if you not close with your family? Like you don't really talk with them like that, but your ex was closer.
I wouldn't have been invited.
And if she was still going, would you be okay with that? Like if your family still fucks with her, but they don't fucks with you.
The next time,
but they never really fucked with you like that.
Yeah, but listen, I don't think you understand.
I'm just asking, would the tables turn? Would things change? The circumstances be different?
Nah, because if you didn't fuck with me,
so like just that, still don't talk with don't fuck with neither one of us now.
If you didn't fuck with me like that, I wouldn't even bother to come to your event. There's a whole bunch of people, but I want to go to the extent of when you get married, right? You got like 4 rows that's set in the pew for family. Yeah, the first 4 rows maybe.
And 5. She come and sit down with the family. Flip the whole bench over, make everybody get up.
My nigga, listen. My wife, myself, my uncle, and a couple other family members.
Oh, his medicine
was towards the back. Was towards the back of the church. This nigga sitting in the 3rd row. Like the fuck. Like, damn, you ain't even say, well, I'm gonna play the back. Like, play the back, nigga. Play the back. But like I said, man, listen, anybody having any event, if you feel like we both have to be there, don't make me embarrass you, because I will walk in your event, and if I put a gift on your table, I will pick my gift back up and walk out.
So, Travis says, I agree with you like 80% Bamboo. Ashley says, I see both of your point of views. Just outrageous, Bamboo. Mika, get this man. Because that's when you said, if you divorce by Friday, by Sunday, fuck her family.
Fuck her family.
Bella says 14 years always shocks me. Yeah, you know what? It always shocked me too sometimes. Like, not sometimes. It always shocks me. And I'm like, really? Like, how did that happen? It just went by so fast. Like, you blinked and it's here.
Well, what you talking about? 14 years. What happened?
14 years. January would be 14 years. Sean and I have been together. Like, as a couple. We were talking before that, but we were like as a couple.
It goes by so quick, and it goes by even quicker when you're fucking. It goes by even quicker when you're enjoying each other, you know, because the only thing that lasts a long time is misery. Misery just don't seem to the day can't go by quick enough. If somebody's fucking annoying you, the day can't go by quick enough.
Yeah.
That's true. It's like, oh, this motherfucker 3 o'clock and this motherfucker steady poking. And then you think, well, shit, these niggas done poked me by about 3 hours and you look and it's 3:15.
Listen.
So only way marriages don't seem like it's long is when you're happy and you're enjoying each other. But when you start to fall off, it seems like the longest years of your life. It's like, when is this damn insurance policy gonna kick in?
Travis says, DM Sean, you see what it is now, LOL. Sean always say he know what it is. I don't know, but I feel like not like, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see it because these niggas really be rocking with Sean and they like communicate with him more than they communicate with me. And they be locked in. They be locked in.
Chat, listen, let me explain this to you guys right away. If you call Destiny, there's a possibility she's going to pick up. Just a possibility. You're talking about a 40% chance.
I didn't even think it was that high. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but if you call Sean, 80% chance he going to pick up, even if he pick up to tell you, hey, look, bro, I can't talk right now, but I'll hit you back. You know what I'm saying? But that damn Destiny, oh, God.
If you text me and you say it's an emergency, then I will get to it and make sure I'm there. If you need me, hey, meet me at the hospital or I'm sick or whatever, I got you. But I just don't be having time. Like, literally, I be so busy to sit around and talk about bullshit. It can't happen. And then because there's so many people that like, we be sitting and we be chopping it up. Like, when you have my time, you have my time. It's your time. But if it's 15 people that are all vying for this same time and I have this limited window, I can't. I'm sorry, I cannot. And everybody know, like, it's a rotation. It's a rotation. When you get your turn, But if you text me and you say it's an emergency, hey, I'm going to have to call you back. Something came up. What's good? Where you need me to be? What you need? And I'm there.
Let's get to the chat.
Anywho, they still rock with him. It don't even be about that. They rock with him. But anyway, Michelle says, yeah, but they definitely won't be that cool with Sean anymore. Bamboo saying the unfortunate truth. I mean, I'm gonna have to see it because I'm gonna have to see it. I see, like I said, my family has done it, and still these people were still around. As a matter of fact, and I call him my cousin, even though it's my cousin's ex/baby father. He was murdered, but they had broke up like 6 years prior to his murder, and he was still a part of the family. He was still getting invited to stuff. He was still like, we had separate stuff going on with this guy. Like, that's my cousin. If he's seen me, like, it's just, yeah, like they've done it. Like, I've seen it done. We create our own relationships with these people, and so it is what it is. Now, if they ain't fuck with you, then they ain't fuck with you. But if they fuck with you, they fuck with you.
I always check with the source, and then But I want you to get to the comments. There's a reason why.
So Ashley says, Mika, do you agree with Bamboo? So we'll see what she says. Valerie says, common sense should say, don't go. Show some respect. Michelle says that. So can your ex come to your family functions while Sean is there? So mines are like high school, like old. I don't really have many
Sean
exes.
From Brooklyn, he ain't going for that. He ain't going for that. He ain't going for that. And Deska said whatever the fuck she wants.
He
ain't going for that.
He's not. However, there aren't many exes. But Sean is the first person that my family met.
Sean don't bite his
has never met.
motherfucking tongue. Sean gonna sit there with his fucking Brooklyn Timbs on.
He's not gonna say nothing. It'll just be a problem. It'll be a problem.
He gonna look at Des and be like, "What this nigga doing here?" I promise you. But read the chat. There's a reason why.
Mika says, "Ash, yes, ma'am." Ash says, "So Mika, it's FB and Boo family. If you guys were to break up too," Travis says, "LOL." Ash says, Mika says, "Ash, cut. That's crazy. Y'all really crazy." Ashley says, "Other cultures don't go through this stuff, and don't." Michelle says, "You got a cheater face." LOL.
Who got a cheater face?
You.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've done my fair share. I don't doubt that. That's how I met my wife. Now we were cheating together, and I decided, and I decided to keep her.
Trav says, "I wonder how your ex-wife feels on this." I mean, she probably don't feel the type of way. She keeps showing up to all the functions. Like after a while, I would feel like,
After a while, I just started to think you doing it to fuck with me because I done had conversations with her. Like, yo,
you said something to her about it?
Oh, fucking course. Like, why do you?
So what you say? Stop coming? How the conversation go? Lay it out.
I'm like, yo, why you keep showing up to shit? Like, stop. Like
when she say, no, Maurice, I love your family. Granny make the best mac and cheese.
I've known them since they were kids. Don't give a fuck, bitch. Don't give a fuck. It reminds me of that song by Tupac. I don't own the rights to this song, but he say, and I think it's Short Dog. It say, every other way we go, we see the same hoe. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
the same hoe. You know what I mean? Like bounce. I mean, it's just me. But go ahead. I really want
It was a poll that says, is it a time frame that your ex should stop coming to your family events? 69% says yes, 30% says no. Jay says the ex-wife should limit her invites. I mean, that's like, honestly, like if I get invited to the things, I would be like, oh, maybe not, whatever. If I just feel like it's me and Sean have kids. We've been together since we were kids. And, it's just.
Don't care.
I probably would pop in and pop out just to pay respect if his mom had extended the invite.
Don't pop.
I probably pop in and pop out. But I probably would try to be like, hey, well, what time is he going to be there? And try to like miss the time frame,
Don't pop. Just say, yo, listen, me and your son are not on good terms, or he wouldn't want to see me there, but thanks.
So he ain't gonna see me there.
No, thanks for the invite, but thank you anyway. But I'm respectfully declined.
But fuck your house. Ash says, bro, you're too much being boo. LOL.
I love right now. Mm-hmm. I love Tamika's family.
Right now. But if you got divorced Friday, you wouldn't love them no more.
Fuck them.
Trav says,
if she said to me, like, stop coming around, you would only have to say that once to me.
Yeah, for sure. Heavy on that. If Sean was to say, stop coming to my family events, I'd be like, all right, fuck you and your raggedy ass, bald head ass family.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Ugly ass family. That's what I would say, just to be petty. Shit. But they not raggedy, they not ugly, and they not bald. But I would say it anyway. You got to dig deep.
I wouldn't wait for somebody.
And your granny was a hoe. You got to just start adding in stuff.
I wouldn't wait for somebody to get on the I wouldn't wait for somebody to get on the podcast and say it. I just.
So Trav says, "LOL, sound like he wants his wife back."
Who?
You the only one with the wife. I ain't have no wife.
No. Whoa, slow down, Trav. Slow down, bro. Listen, let me explain this to you, Trav, on some real shit. I am authentic and genuine to me, and I am loyal to me. Anything that I don't want, I lose complete contact with. Mm-hmm. Anything. And if I say fuck you today, 100 years from now, it's still gonna be fuck you. It's no rekindling anything. An ex is an ex for a reason. See, what happens is niggas get back with their exes and they think that the bitches change, or bitches get back with their exes and they think the nigga changed, and he hasn't. He missed one certain aspect of you, or she misses one certain aspect of you. Listen, an ex is an ex for a reason. Point blank, period. Don't keep going back to these sorry motherfuckers. And trust me, as much as you might miss them, trust me when I tell you, once y'all get back together, a year later, that person goes right back to who they used to be.
What about the people that were married for a while, get
Mm-mm.
divorced for a while, get back together and get remarried?
Did you hear yourself? They keep going back and forth, back and forth, back
Yeah,
and
but like,
forth.
what if it works? Like, it worked
No.
after they got remarried and they
The
lived
best,
happily ever after.
the best thing to do, let me tell you something, and it's the best advice I could give anybody
Mhm.
as far as, when you break up, right? If you and your ex cannot live together,
Mhm.
right, but she sucked good dick, right, then divorce her and ask her, can she continue to suck your dick? If y'all break up and she thinks that your head is awesome, she is entitled to say, hey, listen, I don't like your personality, but that mouth you got, oh, I got to have that. And it will be okay.
Oh my God.
Listen, you don't like every aspect of your relationship or your marriage. You don't, right? So if y'all decide to call it over, just say, oh, listen,
keep that mouth over here.
Yeah, listen, I like the way you suck that dick. Or let me keep eating that. Or, we wasn't good financially together, but man, we sure fucked like champs. So yeah. And if you in a
So
relationship,
you gonna have to keep hitting these balls.
Yeah, because listen, most chicks be like, oh, fuck that nigga, but girl, let me tell you about that nigga could fuck. And most niggas be like, yo, man, the bitch ain't shit, but man, I'll tell you that mouth can do what it do. So if that's the thing, then y'all get divorced. Y'all no longer financially responsible with each other, right? All y'all want to do is smash once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
If it's that good, it ain't gonna be once in a while. You're gonna have them regular appointments rolling through.
Yeah. I mean, but if that's the part of the relationship you miss and you like, then rock out with that. Rock out. Don't be ashamed to keep fucking.
So Bella says, good night, guys. See you both next time. LOL, I gotta wake up early. Love y'all. Good night, Bella. Mika says, Bella, good night. Trav says, in all realness, I'm going through that with my wife family now. We ain't doing good, and it's F them right now. And Trav, I was wondering if y'all was doing okay because of the conversations that we had in previous lives, but I ain't want to ask and, put stuff out there and, whatever. But I do hope y'all make it through. Y'all work it out.
Hold on. He was talking about Taria.
All right. Well, calm down. We're not there yet. So, every relationship has its ups and downs, its highs and its lows. So as long as y'all could ride the storm on that low and come back up, because like I said, me and Sean, we had our low. Our low, was low. I didn't think we was gonna make it.
Yeah, but I want to say this, man, and I hopefully I don't lose you as a mooster, but don't lose yourself in trying to find her. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true.
You never lose yourself trying to find somebody. You know what I mean? Like, but I always tell people, and I'm not gonna mention no names this time, but I always tell
now
people,
you know how to act.
I'm not gonna do it this time. They ain't really been fucking with me since the last show, but it's okay. But I always tell people, man, and I mean this shit, man. Before you call it the day or you end the shit, make sure that you put in 150%, maybe 200% to see if it can work, right? And after you've given it your all, you should be able to look yourself in the face and be like, man, I got
you tried, you gave it everything you got.
Else. I got nothing else to give. I've given everything that I can. But again, before you end anything, and like I said, as far as marriages and relationships, communication is everything. Because it might just be something that you guys aren't communicating about, that you either read wrong or she read wrong.
Misunderstanding.
But, yeah, what you do is you get that person to themselves. And the best way to do it is to look them in their face and say, where did we go wrong? How did we get here?
And how can we fix it?
Yeah, how do we get to this place? And understand this, and this is what I try to do when Tamika and I are going at it, and that's a lot. But when we going at it, I always tell her we're gonna address this one situation that's at hand right now. Let's address this right now. Because what happens is you say, "Oh well, I didn't like the way you did this," and then she says, "Oh well, means we talking about things that we don't like." Let me tell you, no. Let's talk about what we're talking about. Let's address this, and I promise you, we'll be able to get back to that later. Because you would have never mentioned that if I didn't mention this. So, with all that being said, man, just address the elephant in the room. Make sure y'all by yourselves. Address the elephant. Talk to her, and not only talk to her, but what's more important, especially with women, just listen. Because sometimes if you listen, you figure it out by yourself.
And I like to say, if you guys have been like disagreeing a lot at home, change the scenery. You don't have to go somewhere spending a lot of money or whatever. Whether it be, go to a park and sit and have a talk, or go to a restaurant, your favorite place, or wherever is some place that you guys both can find peace and tranquility. And then just start off with, the goal here is to, let's see how we can fix it, not to keep standing on what we've been standing on, because that's not getting us where we need to be. And so, again, how can we get past this? Where is the disconnect? Where are we not aligning at, so we can work on getting it aligned to where it needs to be? So changing that scenery, changing the tone, changing the vibes and the energy, and then resetting. It's like a reset. Okay, let me try to understand you. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. This is what this is what you said. This is what I received. Because the message that we give isn't always a message that
we hear.
Received. That the person hears. So take it step by step. And obviously that's not going to be,
it doesn't happen
the end all be all. It's not going to solve everything, but it's a start. And so we rooting for you.
Let me say this, bro, on some real shit. This way she'll know what tone you're setting, and I'm not trying to get under anybody's clothes, but the best time to take your wife to a hotel when you just want to talk to her and nothing more, take her during the cycle. That's it. Just because I'm letting you know I'm not bringing you here to fuck you. I'm bringing you here to talk, because that's all we can do at this particular time. We're just here to talk.
Some people learn red lights.
No, well, that's why they get tickets. But listen, talk to your wife, man, and communication is everything, man. Because majority of the time, when me and this thing going at it, it's because I didn't hear something properly that she said, and and even if I did hear it properly, I misunderstood the tone. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I misunderstood the tone. So like I said, man, if it's anything that I can do, with the exception of money,
there you go.
Reach out to me, brother. At any point, just be like, yo, even if you just need a nigga to talk to, man, because sometimes it's okay to have somebody to talk to. It's okay, Trav.
It's unbiased.
Yeah, it's okay, Trav, not to be okay, bro.
Yep.
And I appreciate you sharing your situation with us, bro.
Right. Absolutely. So Michelle says, I'm sorry to hear that, Travis. Ash says, we're here for you, Travis. I hope it works out, sir. Mika says, word, Travis, we here. And we are. Michelle says, right now, LOL, because that's what you said about you, her baby right now. Travis says, I was talking about Taria ex-husband, man. So he was saying Taria's ex-husband, it sounds like he want his wife back. He probably do.
Man, listen what I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, this nigga at everything.
He probably want her. And let her show up. She should show up with another guy. It doesn't even matter if she's dating him, if they're just friends, show up. She married.
She has another man in her life.
And so, he still
man, listen, like I said,
do he take pictures of the husband too? I'd be like, hey.
Listen what I'm telling y'all, man.
Hey, Steve, come over here and get a picture of me and my boo.
There's exceptions. There's exceptions to the shit that you should be at, you might want to be at, or you could be at. And the exception to me is, the only exception to me is if y'all got family together. If y'all got a or had, excuse Reese. if y'all had a family.
Every time he burp or sneeze, he'll say,
Yeah.
not excuse me,
Excuse me.
excuse Reese.
Yeah.
So
excuse me.
anyway.
So the only exception to the rule should be funerals, baby showers that you guys have children with, and events that you have children with have. Other than that, I don't see the need for you to be around anymore. Me personally, I don't see the need. I decline everything. I decline everything. Hey, I had one guy say, "Hey, Uncle Maurice, no, I'm not your uncle anymore."
That's wild. That is wild. No, I'm not your uncle anymore. Bitch, you my uncle. That's what I would have said.
No,
fucking fag. Ooh.
I am not. Ah, shit. I am not your uncle anymore. That part of that chapter of my life is over. I'm somebody else's uncle now. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm glad you caught yourself real quick, but at the end of the day, man, those are the only exceptions. But before I forget, tomorrow we have the opportunity to show up and show out. Tomorrow we have the opportunity to take out the trash. Tomorrow you have the opportunity to get your voice heard, no matter which way you're going, whether you're going Republican, whether you're going Democrat, it doesn't matter. But just make sure that what our founding fathers or people that, died for our rights to vote, let's just make sure that when we vote tomorrow that, that they proud, that we've had the opportunity to make them proud. So, despite no matter what party you going with, just make sure that this is the one chance every 4 years that you get to make your voice heard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And remember, some of our ancestors died, literally gave their life for us to have the right to vote. So they died for this. Some of our ancestors got spit on. Some of our ancestors had water hoses put on them, dogs set on them for this right that we have, that we take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take for granted. Don't take it for granted tomorrow. Go, no matter how long you got to stand in the line, get your voice heard. And outside of that positivity, let me say this negative shit, that if you don't vote tomorrow for the next 4 years, no matter what happens,
don't say shit. That's what
shut the fuck up, because you had a choice. You had a chance to get your voice heard, and every vote does count. Every vote does count. So if you don't vote tomorrow, right, whether you're going Republican or Democrat, it's like almost putting your vote towards the other party. So if you don't vote tomorrow for the next 4 years, shut the fuck up. Don't worry about the gas price. Don't worry about the economy. Don't worry about none of that. What you need to worry about is the next opportunity you're going to get to vote. That's it.
There we go. So Ashley says, wow, keep effing being boo.
Yeah, keep fucking.
Travis says, thank you guys. I love my wife. I have high hopes we can get through this. I appreciate both your advice. LOL. Also, I appreciate the laughs. Well, I'm glad we can keep you laughing while you go through your, trying times. We have to support each other, lift each other up, and keep each other going. Ash says, Travis, these two gave me good advice as well with my relationship. Both Dusty and Bamboo are married and are in 2 age groups. Most the advice is great. Look, heavy on the most, right? Yeah, Michelle says, that was nice, you guys. I'm a crier. Oh, Michelle, you over there crying? I will give you some tissue. Here's a virtual tissue.
Motherfucking tears, Michelle.
Ashley says, Bamboo, please do the Spanish sound. LOL, that will lighten the mood.
I got you.
So
I got you only because it's all the same shit to me. It all, no matter what.
Oh, Sean, that TikTok. It was a TikTok, right?
Nope.
It's a TikTok. And this thing, it's a bunch of gibberish in any language. And it says, this is how such and such sounds if you don't speak that language, right? So it said, this is how Spanish sounds if you don't speak it. And I swear to God, it was like you talking. Sean, do you remember? Do you have that TikTok? Can you pull it up? Because I sent it to you. Well, you in the meantime, you do the Spanish, and then I'm gonna see if I can find that.
To me, whether they saying hello, goodbye, or where the train station, or where the bus, it all sounds the same to me.
That's
They
crazy.
just be on some, and it's like the fuck. Like I don't understand you. You don't understand me. Our conversation is gonna go nowhere. And then they look and they say, "Well, you need to learn the español." No, no,
Do it again.
no, no. I'm learn to speak English the way you want me to speak Spanish. Yeah, I mean, but listen, guys. After this TikTok, man, 3:00 come quick, and I just want to let you guys know, man. I appreciate you guys listening to me rant week after week.
Okay, hold on. Let me send this
Week,
to Sean. I think this might be the one. I don't know if
week
it's
after
the
week,
same one or not.
you guys listen to me rant about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I rant about bullshit. And shout out to the people that has already took the advantage, took the opportunity to vote early.
No, hold on. Do this one, Sean. Do this one. Not the one I just sent you. Hold on. Because it's a thing, and they got all the different, even with English, like English sounds like gibberish.
It all sounds but just imagine how we sound to them.
Well, they have the English. Hold on, I'm gonna have them do that one too. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to him too.
It just sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. But we in a. I was told you're in a professional atmosphere. That's supposed to.
So do it one more time. Ash says, "OMG, laugh my ass off, love it." There was a poll that says, "Are you voting tomorrow?" 36% says yes. Early voted already. 36% said yes, and 27% says no. Tarius or Ria, we said, says good night. Travis says, "LOL, hilarious."
I can only reach out to the 27% of people that said that they're not going to vote. And like I said, man, I really wish that there was something that I can say to change your mind. But some people.
The last two, honey.
Yeah, if your mind is made up, your mind is made up. But again, if you don't vote, my opinion doesn't change. If you don't vote, then for the next 4 years, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing about anything political, nothing about how the economy going. Don't say shit because you gave that right up. You know what I mean? So that's just my personal shit.
Yeah.
That's how I view shit when when people be like, I'm not voting. That's on you. I'm saying.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and help the channel grow.
And let me explain this to you. Our ancestors are already pissed off because Rosa. I found out Rosa Parks had a car.
Did she?
Yeah, I found that out. This bitch had a ride already. What you doing on the bus, Rosa? Getting beat up for nothing.
All right, so he gonna play one of them.
We do not own the rights to this. This is
Have you ever stopped to think about what Spanish sounds like to someone who doesn't speak Spanish? Well, this is the phonetics of Spanish.
Guidiso pravinos to bloglodo arniso gleptimo santar gluo lo suarto que dalipo blog centrale flipviso proles replo stroblicendo turlando broave tivo clinto grebviso yarpo flunder estrobos gledo tendo gimmiso blorto crinclisab ben biblo suarbridiso glompo turre.
Those are not real words, by the way. Do the English one, Sean.
Fero glarniso giblo trandiso sto.
And so none of it that is gibberish. So even when they do the English, it's gibberish. It's not real words.
English speakers. What you will hear now is just an audio that simulates the phonetics of English, so there are no real words or sentences that make sense.
Glarneth glorov slent wibbish province though ogul glod harnish gledem shanter bluk vrendel swarth keys dowlip bloxen trolley flibbish croons withernog sharnip credel stribly fentolling broave fleb clintug grebish yark flunder strows glebe then dow jimish blort crinkly shaven wibble sword British glomp turv leto cranks blidhorpen drebish chind flarn thimble scrove nefer glarnish jibble thrandish steward glef venlo clindlebrand she ever moffling ride thrigish Luke short brempish blarb wiffle crendle.
So that's English.
At least we know that they sound just as crazy to us as we do to them. You know what I mean? And there's times where I tell my wife, I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? And she'd be like, Maurice, you gotta leave the house with patience. Because my patience be here sometimes. She'd be like, you gotta leave the house with patience.
Listen,
crazy.
when I seen that, so I saw that the other day, and I was like, Sean, because I had saved it. I said, Sean, you would never guess what I found. I found a gem. We have to play it on the live. I said, I found Maurice speaking Spanish. He was like, what? So when I played it for him, we were on the floor. We was crying for at least a smooth 45 minutes behind that, because it just, and then we went back to the live and replayed it. Yeah, same shit. No difference. just the tone of the voice, sound of the voice was different. That's it. Travis says, what?
I also want to give a shout out to Shannon Sharp for whoever y'all got listening to our podcast. I want to give a shout out to you and Ocho for whoever y'all got listening to our podcast. And I appreciate you because you used some of my shit on your podcast the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's my shit. Because not too many, they listen, Shannon. But
remember that other one? We were talking about periods and this and that, and then all of a sudden in pads
and when would you get buried next to your ex and all of that?
Our
same scenarios. So I appreciate the fact that y'all listening to our shit on the down low. I appreciate that. But you got to remember, Shannon, it's only one dickhead that thinks like me. So when you use my shit, I know it's my shit. Like I told you before, I could have been a comedian, but I didn't want Kevin Hart to open up for me because he would only have to open up for me because I would never. Nobody's funnier than me, as far as I'm concerned. But I know you used my shit. But I'm glad you used it because now you got people on TikTok. If I was to put it on TikTok, I would trend. If I put half my thoughts on TikTok, it would trend. So I appreciate
trend
you.
and get canceled at the same time.
That's okay. I appreciate you using my shit though, big guy. I appreciate it. I really do.
Trav says, LOL, hilarious. What? I'm on the floor. Ashley says, that sounds like you, Bamboo. LOL, OMG. I'm going to start following that page now. Michelle says, I cried because what you both said was beautiful. Now I'm crying in tears laughing. The English was crazy. Ash says, Club Shay Shay, the football guy?
Yes. If y'all remember a show that we had, and I had said, if I break up with somebody on Monday, by the end of the night, I'm going to put this meat up in somebody. He said the exact thing word for word. Word for word. So whoever you got listening to our shit, I appreciate you, brother.
Send it. At least send it out.
The only thing that, I really don't, I wouldn't even charge you for it, Shay Shay. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't charge you for it. Just listen. Anybody that has another podcast that choose to use anything that Des and I say, all we want in return is for you to shout out the podcast and say, man, I was watching this thing on Matter of Opinion, and this is what they said. Don't use my shit as if it's your own. They call that piracy. Yeah, you're stealing. But
piracy?
It's piracy. You're stealing. You are stealing. I'm not here to, bust anybody's chops. But if you're gonna steal our shit, at least say, I saw on this podcast, little small podcast, Matter of Opinion, and man, what old boy said made sense, or what old girl said makes sense. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, man, Sean kicking us off.
Wait, Trav also says those top casters definitely be doing that and taking smaller caster stuff all the time.
Oh God, I'm telling Trav, I saw it, and the first person I sent it to was my wife. The next person I sent it to was Sean, and I did that on all 3, maybe 4 occasions. Mm-hmm. But with that being said,
Trav says Sean definitely cutting it short. Come on, man.
Yeah. with that being said, man, like thanks for you guys tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend
to pop up.
Like, subscribe, and share. You know what I mean? And we're not sure if we're going to be on Wednesday because we popped up tonight. You know what I'm saying? But you know, don't forget to go out.
Oh,
and vote.
guys, and I made it through working 7 days straight without passing out. And I had actually put in on some of the days 15 hours.
Good luck with that.
15-hour days. So I made it through.
Well, it's easy to put in 15 hours when you ain't doing shit, but
Oh wow.
I'm just fucking with you.
Disrespectful.
I'm just fucking with you. But with that being said, man, again,
Michelle says blessings to you both. Stay safe.
I am so
Ash
humble
says
to you
thanks. Good
guys.
night.
So humble to you guys, man. Thanks for chiming in.
Thanks for always
logging
supporting
in with
us. We love you.
Facts.
We love being
And
here.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell a
and-
friend to tell a friend.
yeah,
And we will
and
see
their
you
introvert
guys later.
come to tell themselves
Trav says
later.
appreciate the advice. We
Appreciate you,
appreciate
man.
you.
Facts.
Good night.
Get off our screen.